Hey, good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, or whenever you're going to see this. I pray everything is well with you. Keith K.L. Belvin here. Actually, let me do this the right way. I am Keith K.L. Belvin. You should know that unless you're new to my page. I am a crisis specialist, educator, and author, consultant, and speaker, and a whole lot of other things. Father, husband, I wear a lot of hats, just like many of you. And so I wanted to come on a little midday live. I'm trying to make sure I go live at least once a week, but I've just been very frustrated with social media. I'm just turned off with so much that I see, but it's necessary. But anyway, hope that everything is well with you guys. Pray that everything is well with you. But here we go. I wanna talk about this, right? And I don't know who needs this today, but I hope that it helps, and I hope that it lands on fertile ground. So rock out with me and take a minute. Where you are right now, okay? So go with me with this. So you have to come to the table with an open mind. Where you are in your life right now, right here, right today at what time is it? 12:20, 12:22. Whatever you're dealing with, whatever the fruit that you're dealing with is from what you planted. And if the fruit is sour, if the fruit is sour, if you are not digging where you are right now, if you do not like the taste of where your life is at this moment, if you do not like the job that you hold, if you do not like the size of your body, if you do not like where your health is at, if you do not like the amount of money that is in your bank account, if you do not like your current relationship status with whoever you are talking to or whoever you are not talking to, if you do not like your current situation with your deity, no matter what faith you practice. Don't laugh at my band-aid. I was just looking at it. Cut my hair the other day and nicked myself. But if you do not like where you are, if you do not like where you are, and if that fruit that is on your plate is sour, then please understand this. You have to accept it. You have to eat it. Because you had opportunities to create what the fruit would look like right now. So I want you to hold that for a second. I'm going to give you a second with it. I'm going to let you get emotional with it. I'm even going to let you get mad at me at it. It's okay. Say, F you, big man. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't understand my pain. Come on, give it to me. Who are you to tell me you don't know nothing about my life? Come on, give it to me. How dare you get on here and tell me the fruit is sour and come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Come on, yell and scream at me. Yell and scream and tell me how I don't know anything about you. Tell me how I don't know about your life. Tell me how I don't know about the choices that were made for you, to you, around you. I'm going to get to that. Hold on, bro. You're getting ahead of me, Paul. You're getting ahead of me. Because you don't have the new fruit yet. You're planting it. Great point. That's why I rock with Paul Rodriguez. Shout out to Paul. Dog Pound Member Supreme. The new fruit, Paul, and actually what Paul is saying is 100%. Why I got to eat it? Well, because that's what you have right now, Paul. Great question. The reason why you have to eat it right now, or when I say eating, or what Paul says, why do I have to eat it? Eating is accepting where you are. That is eating the fruit. You have to accept where you are to fully understand why new soil and new seed has to be planted. So when Paul says, I'm getting new fruit, he is 100% right, but that fruit takes time. I'm going to go hungry. Very true. Paul just said, I'm going to go hungry. But unfortunately, many of us are going to go hungry because we are starving from the lack of what we did not do back then. Now, the one thing that we all cannot get more of is time. So I want you to understand is that the faster, the sooner that you can get by the emotional part of how you got to wherever you are, how you're dealing with whatever you're dealing with, and start to focus on planting new seed, is how quick you'll be able to get on the road to getting new fruit. Now, how soon that fruit will ripen depends on how you plant it and how you till the soil. And till the soil means how well you take care of what you planted. Many of us don't stop and think. We like to plant seed and just lay back. Doesn't work that way. You have to plant the seed and make sure the seed is being taken care of the way it's supposed to, meaning you're taking care of you. Hey, Jacqueline, that you are taking care of you the way that you're supposed to. So the first thing, when you acknowledge that you don't like where you are, which is, and you got to accept it, get angry, it's okay. Second, you have to do a check. Check over what you have. Third, consider where it is that you want to go. What is it that you want? And then four, get to work. Get to work. Get to work. Till the soil. To get the new fruit that Paul mentioned, you got to put in new work. Stop complaining about what wasn't done. Stop complaining about who hurt you. Stop complaining about what you do not have. Because often when people do that, they miss one of the greatest gifts ever given. And we get it every day, believe it or not. Life. If you're watching this, whenever you watch this, you were given a blessing, a gift that if done and used correctly could get you all of the fruit that you want, or at least some of it. If you got up this morning, you were blessed. If you got up this morning, you got a new day. If you got up just now, this afternoon, if you just woke up at 12 o'clock, okay, you still got 24 hours to put seed in the ground, till that soil, and work to put yourself in position to receive the fruit. But understand this. The longer you wait, and the longer you deal with the spoiled fruit and the sour fruit, the closer to death you get. So you may end up planting seeds and never be able to enjoy it if you wait too long. Because the one thing we have no control over is life and death. You don't know when your time is up, so you don't know how much time you actually have. So you cannot wait. You cannot wait to plant that seed. And you have to thicken your skin to understand that you cannot worry about what you've already wasted. Don't beat yourself up. I know it feels more comfortable to do. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm in my 50s. I can't believe I'm in my 40s. I can't believe I'm in my 30s and I did this and I did that. I understand it's easy. I do. I understand it. Get you nowhere. Use your past as an information board. Go back and look. Okay, I went that route. That didn't work. Then come back forward and go, now let's go this way. Go back into your past for information, not emotion. When you go back to get emotion, use it as a positive. Ooh, I got hurt when I went that route. I didn't like the way that feels. Now let me push myself in this direction. Share with others what you're trying to do, but others that you trust. Stop with that. Don't tell anybody about your business because, people are going to look to do you dirty. And who you got in your circles? A farmer can't take care of the whole farm by himself. Many do, and many try, and many die on those farms too. Check your circles. Check your communities. Check the people who's in your immediate circles. And surround yourself with people who can help you when you're tired. Where's my Bible scholars at? Post the scripture when Moses was tired holding his staff And every time he lowered his staff, the Amalek started to win the war against the men of Israel. So the two supporters there held up his hand, and when they held his hand up, the men of Israel started to win the war. Post that in the group, or whenever you hear this, go find that for me and put it on in the group so somebody can have it. But that's the case. So they couldn't hold Moses' anointing, meaning they couldn't hold the staff, but they said, we can hold your arm up. You see why it's important to have people around you? Moses didn't lose his anointing. Moses just got tired because he was human. So the people around him, understanding who he was, understanding what role he played, said, I may not be able to carry your weight, but I can help you lift your arm because I benefit, because if we lose that war, we all lost. Have people in your life like that. So any of my Bible scholars, find that for me and put it in the group. Thank you, Jacqueline. I appreciate you. Thank you, Jackie. Post it in the group. And I'm going to tell you why, guys. I was just sitting here and I was thinking about how easy it would be to quit when frustrated. I'm no more human than anybody else. And even though I may be doing well in a lot of areas, sometimes I get very frustrated when I look at what I have to do. And then I catch myself and say, but I thank God I have it to do. I thank God that he placed me here. I'll accept the weight of all of this. I do. I actually just purchased a new comic book. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Oh, man, thank you, Paul. I appreciate you, man. And that's what I do it for. As long as one person is touched, I'm all for it. I appreciate that, brother. And we have to do that. And that's the thing, is we have to support each other. But check your circles, because here's something that I realized. When I feel that way, when I feel frustrated, and I feel like I want to quit. Now, you saw what Paul just posted. That's why I don't quit. I know there's people I love that love me, that I'm connected to, that need me to be me, but I need them to be them. And no matter how distant I may be from them, and same thing with Jacqueline. And when I see Jacqueline, and we haven't seen each other in a long time, I'm looking forward to it. But here's what I do know. When I do speak to her, and when we get the chance to talk, she uplifts my spirit. When I get to see Paul at the different events, like I just saw him last week in Virginia, that makes a difference to me. And let me tell you what I really like. When I see a young cat like my man Adam, who hangs out with me, who's 29, when I see him and Paul having drinks together, you know what, that moves me, because that young brother is younger than me, and Paul got kids older than him. So for him to hang out with us old heads and enjoy what we bring to the table, that means we're doing something. And anytime somebody that's good for me is around somebody I care about, and here's another good thing, just like I told KL, Paul said it himself, I'm Uncle Paul. You need anything, you let me know. You need anything, you come see me. You know why that moves me? Because that's true. And I told KL that if we're ever at a bowling event and you get lost, you see Paul, look for him. He'll find me. Same thing with Dora. Why? Because Dora and Paul were not only teammates, they're friends. Thank you, Jacqueline. Exodus 17:9-11. Make sure you check that out. Moses, when he was carrying his staff, was getting tired, and the Amaleks and the Israelites were fighting the war. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that. So when you have people around you that extend the love that they have for you to those that are connected to you, that is a beautiful thing. That is what holds you up when you are having doubts. That is what holds you up when the fruit that you may have at that time is sour. And you need that. You need people that you can turn to when you just don't have it. When today is just a bad day. And I'm not having a bad day today. I'm really not. I'm about to, when I get off here, I'm going to sit down, and I got some progress reports I got to write, and I got 1, 2, 3, or 4 sessions this afternoon, evening. So I'm not having a bad day at all. I just was thinking, and I was thinking that, it's real easy to get mad when things don't work the way they work. Like yesterday, we had a bowling tournament. Didn't win, but I won some money. Okay, cool. But my team had a match somewhere else, and they didn't do well. And as the president of my squad, I feel bad, because I hate to see my guys not win, but I hate to see my guys put into a BS position. It is what it is, but I was frustrated. And then I was talking to Adam last night. He was hard on himself. He didn't bowl well. But I had to explain to him, you're young. Trust me, there are going to be many a night you don't bowl well. But you hold on to that, because that means you're one match closer, one tournament closer to doing well. And this is the thing. So I want to challenge anybody watching me right now. I want you, you can put it in the chat if you like. What's one of the challenges you're facing right now? What's one of the sour fruits that's on your plate right now? I want you to put that in the chat whenever you see this. And then I want you to tell me right behind that, what are you doing to plant new fruit? What seeds are you planting right now? So let's acknowledge something that's wrong. And then let's acknowledge what we're going to do to change it. Whenever you see this, take your time with it. I want you to think of something that you're just not happy with right now in your life. And I want you to share with me what you're going to do to change it. That's another thing, guys. We can't be scared to share when we're not feeling A+. It's what I do. I got some bad news last week, business-wise. And at first, I kind of got upset. And then I caught myself and said, okay, God, I'm going to have to go in a different direction. And I let it go. I could have easily sat and pouted, easily sat and got frustrated. God's been too good to me for me to allow any one thing to get me off center. But I am human. And when sour fruit is placed in my hands that I have no choice to eat, I got to eat it. And that's what I did. Who's calling me here? You know, leave a message. I ain't gonna worry about that. Don't get a watch that notifies your calls. Now you got your phone vibrating in my watch. But yeah, I could have easily got bent out of shape. I didn't. And I didn't because problem with your legs. Okay, Jackie. And what are you doing to address that or deal with that? What's the new fruit you're putting in place to help you deal with that if you want to share or if you've thought about it? If not, you can take your time and come back. And I thank you so much for sharing that, Jackie, because you didn't have to. And I appreciate you, love you for that. So whenever you're watching this, challenge yourself to say in public, I'm dealing with this. But remember to follow it right back up. Well, what are you going to do now? Jesus said, Lord, take this chalice from me, meaning take this cup from me, when he was facing the idea of what he was here for. And then he turned around and said, but if this is thy will, let it be done. And that just simply means, oh, how am I going to do this? But this is what I came here for. So let's get it done. And there's an example to be lived there. There's an example for all of us that we may face some real nasty negative things or deal with some things that we just don't want or like. I get it. The question becomes, what are you going to do with it? Now, I say all of that to say this. I am a professional counselor. And what does that title mean? It just simply means that I have a certain set of skills that I've acquired that allows me to sit with you, listen to you, and help you. Here's the biggest thing that my skills need. I need you to allow me to help you. See, my skills are based on what I do, what I know, but I cannot be effectively in a position to effectively help you. I can't be in a position to effectively help you until you allow me to. So, who is you? Well, you are the person that has the problem that decides you want to reach out and invite me to the table to offer my assistance to you. And I'm a professional. Professional means that I have the knowledge that's necessary. It also means there's a fee attached. And I say that because I think sometimes we forget that there's still a business aspect to what I do as a man of God. But I work with you. But this is what I do. I don't work for anybody else. I stopped doing that because I wanted the freedom of doing what I wanted and helping people the way I choose to. Now, I'm governed by rules of ethics, don't get me wrong. I am still governed by ethics. I'm still governed by my faith. So I just won't say and do anything. You're not doing that. But I've aligned myself in a way that my business is reflective of my character, the things that are important to me, and my faith. And so when I come on this camera and say to you, reach out if you need help, it is because not only do I really want to help, I live for it. I live to help other people. I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm going to be very transparent. I try to be all the time anyway. Part of the reason why I counsel as hard as I do, try to help as many people as I do, is because I honestly feel I owe the Lord for the way that I lived my life for so many years. I'll be perfectly 100% transparent with you. I don't want to die knowing I did not try to make amends for the things that I did. Now, I've heard from a lot of people who says, no, don't worry about it. You've been forgiven. I get it. And I believe that. I believe I have been forgiven. But I know the devastation, the wake of the devastation that was my life in the lives of other people. I know the damage I've done to other people. And I may not be able to go back and repair it all with them, but I'm damn sure going to try very hard to repair it for anybody who asks me for help. That's why I've committed myself to a life of service until I die. That's why all my businesses, as a consultant, as a counselor, as a speaker, as a writer, as a father, and a husband, is to serve others that I used to take from. And I can't say I'm sorry enough. So I stopped saying I'm sorry. I just do. I don't say I'm sorry no more. And I don't say I'm sorry no more because I'm arrogant. I don't say sorry anymore because there's only so much sorry you can be. You have to get the work in. Okay, it hurts. You did some bad things. Some bad things happened to you. You got to put the work in. You gotta put the seed in the ground to get the new fruit. Can't get that over tears. Tears don't water seed. They don't. Tears actually cause you to actually not be able to see. Now, there's nothing wrong with tears, but they can't be the major thing of your life. Yes, be emotional when need be, but make sure you're working. Make sure you're doing something. Make sure the targets are clear. What is it that you're after? I can help with all of that. So I don't know who needed this today. And shout out to Paul for telling me he did. Shout out to Jackie for being here and telling me and sharing with me about her legs. And I know she's putting in work to do better for her legs. I know that. And I know she's a praying woman, so she's trusting God too. I know that. I know that for true. But who else is watching? And share this, by the way. Like this and share this. Share it to somebody on your page who needs to hear what I'm saying today. Because I guarantee you, somebody that knows you needs to hear this. So share it. And tell them. But don't just share it to share it. Because people will see the share and they'll just ignore it. Share it and say, you need to listen to this man if you got pain in your life. You need to listen to this man if you got sour fruit in your life. You need to listen to this man if you need some help. And shout out to my coach, Glenn P. Brooks Jr. Why? Because he says on a regular, every day, we all need some help. And he's 100% right. And that is why my hashtag is we can fix this, because I believe it. You know why I believe it? Because as I told you, I've committed myself to service. So I honestly believe we can fix it. Sometimes I believe we can fix it when nobody else believes it's fixable. Simply because my belief in God is that strong. And then I'll let you know another secret. And again, I'm trying to be transparent. If he can take an egotistical, narcissistic whore like me and put me in a position to think differently, feel differently, and help the same type of people I used to try to destroy, then he can help anybody. Because there was a time that I would have never had this conversation or even cared to. So if he can change me, and I know we hear that and see that on television. I know you'll listen to people and go, if this can happen to me, it could happen to you. And you kind of go, okay, they're a paid actor or a paid actress. Well, I'm not a paid actor. And I'm not a paid actress. What I am is a man who honestly knows what he used to be. And I don't want to be that ever again. There's times I legitimately sit right here in this office, and sometimes in tears, and think of how I used to be, and try to figure out why that was ever pleasurable to me. How damaged was I to be that? And when I think of how many people that I hurt, then I wonder, like, why was I even blessed? And then it dawns on me. I have to live with those memories. Yeah, that's the baggage. That's the pain. You have to live with your pain. So I use it for motivation. I can't get rid of it. No, you don't forget. Come on now. Don't act like I'm the only person. How many times, put a 1 in the chat whenever you watch this, that you have said, I have forgiven, but I will never forget. Put it in the chat if that's you. Put in the chat if you've ever said that. I forgave him. I forgave her. I forgave them. I forgave him. Want to get all the pronouns. But I'll never forget what they, what him, what her did to me. So think about it. We say all the time we don't forget. Well, here's the thing. I don't forget either. I just don't wallow in it. I don't beat myself up for what I used to be. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Paul. I don't beat myself up for what I used to be. I use it as motivation. I use it as a talking point. Because if I can put me out on Front Street and be okay with it, I don't care what you say. I don't. And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. I'm saying it that you won't use my past against me. Because you can't hurt me no more than I've hurt myself already. Trust me. In every hat I wear, I have failed at some point. From being a father, I have failed at some point. Being a husband, I have failed at some point. Business, I have failed. I have failed as a brother in some cases, have failed as a son in some cases, failed as a business person, failed as a bowler. You name it, I have failed at some point. But I don't use it against myself. I use it as motivation to know exactly what I do not want to be ever again. Now, does that guarantee I won't fail? Hell no. No. This weekend proved when I was bowling. But my thoughts and my emotions, thank you, Kelly, thank you, Paul, thank you, Jackie. My thoughts, my emotions are different. You can't use my emotions. And these are some of the things that I work with in counseling. These are the things that I help people understand. That when you can fortify your being, your personal awareness of self, can't nobody else hurt you. Okay, he cheated on you. Okay, she cheated on you. Okay, the marriage failed. Okay, you're single. Okay, what we doing? Where we going? How we changing that? You know there's 7.5 billion, maybe less now because of COVID, 7.4 billion people on this planet. So one person is going to stop you from dealing with the other 7,399,999,000 people on this planet because one person hurt you? Or even a series of people. That's less than 1% of 1% of the people on this planet. Really? Really? The fruit may be sour, but I ain't mad that it's there. I don't like the taste, so I got to replace it. If I don't like where I'm at, I got to do something about it. So I'm sitting here with my notes, ready to do this progress reports. I'm sitting here with my notes, with the stuff that I got to write for my next book. I'm sitting here with the stuff that I got to do for the different businesses that I have. And when I get angry, I get to work. And when I find myself wasting time, I check myself, what are you doing? And I talk to myself. My inner talk is different. Now, have I mastered everything? Not at all. But do I have the right people around me that can help me? Yes. Do I have different communities that I'm in that can pour into me? Yes. Do I have a God that has forgiven me? Yes. Do I have a community that helps me to stay closer to him if I find myself drifting? Yes. Do I have the right people in my life to hold me up and to pour love into me even when I am on E? Yes. And if any of these things do not sound like anything that you have, then we need to talk, because it's around you. You may be closing them out because you are only focused on you. And I can show you how to change that, where you can focus on you and open up the door to let some air in. Open up the door to let other people in. Feel comfortable again allowing somebody close. Feeling comfortable again to love. Yeah, I know. I know how hard it is when you face pain. I know how hard it is when you've been troubled. I know how hard it is when your body or your mind or both just don't work the way it used to. I'm sitting here now on an arthritic knee. Whew, and yeah, it hurts sometimes. But I'm dealing with it. And I'm going to do the things necessary to change the pain. And if surgery is what's necessary, then let's have it. And if I got to get to a certain size to have surgery, okay. And again, you should have liked this post by now, or this video by now. And you should have shared this by now. Because somebody in your circles who's having doubts needs to hear this. Because the one thing that has increased in these last couple of years is the rate of suicide. Because some people, instead of trying to fight their way through the sour fruit, is checking out. And they're literally just saying, I can't. And they're taking themselves out of the picture. You see, when you got to wear a KT tape on your knees to make yourself feel comfortable, a little more sturdy, or wear a knee brace to feel a little more sturdy, it'd be real easy to go, I'm not going to move. It'd be real easy to say, you know what, this don't make no sense. Why am I in pain? And then I have to go back and look. Was I the person that caused this? Yep. So I'm the solution. I said this the other day. Shout out to Coco, Colette Bass. Shout out to Colette Bass, because she reached out to me and she had listened to something I said on my live last week. That you're either the solution or the problem. The question is which one of you choose. And she said she was choosing to be the solution. And then I saw her post that she went out and walked. And that's what I'm talking about. And to anybody watching, I want to say that to you right now before I get off. I want to say that no matter what the fruit is on your plate right now, whatever you're dealing with, physically, emotionally, spiritually, or all three, you are the solution to what is wrong. And if that mountain seems gigantic, it probably is, then what you need to do is get the help that's necessary. Get with someone like me to sit down who can help you. Now, I'm not going to cheerlead for you. Trust me. I will when you deserve it. But I'm going to hold you accountable to what you say you want. And I'm going to put a plan, and with your help, we're going to put a plan in place to get you on the road to the things you're trying to do. But if you don't put the work in, I'm going to call you on it. You come to a session and you didn't do your homework, I'm going to call you on it. And if you're just wasting my time, I'm going to tell you to keep your money, and I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you, and we're done. Because I do not deal with drowning people that when I throw the life preserver out to them, they throw it back into the boat. Oh, really? Okay. Well, then I go help somebody else. Hey, Tamari, thank you for putting the one up. And the thing that I want you to understand is that if you're watching this right now and you're feeling some type of way, then you know there's some sour fruit in your life. Let's do something about it. Look around you. There are people in your immediate vicinity who are ready to help you. If you honestly believe you have no one, then why are we not going to get on a call soon? Because you get this person right here. I'm the same on the call. Probably funnier. I'm always funnier in private. Some of y'all may not understand my humor. Or you can always come and join the Unapologetically Keith group, where you got people like Tamari, Paul, and Jackie who come in, especially Paul. Ooh, you better be ready, because Paul ain't going Paul ain't cutting no cut cards. Paul ain't putting on no filter for you. He going to tell you how he think and feel. But you know why that's a beautiful thing? He's honest. Same thing with Tamari. Oh, Lord. Tamari ain't cutting, ain't playing no games. Jackie's a little more reserved. Jackie, you got to kind of get her riled up. Now, on the live, she'll say a little something, but she's not gonna be forward like that on a post. But Tamari and Paul, oh, they're gonna give you the business. They gonna give you the business. And they'll apologize if they think they're wrong, but you still gonna get this work. So if you want to join the group, it's the Unapologetically Keith group. Just hit me up. To a fault, my dog. But hit me up, and I'll send you an invite simply because we have some very, very respectful adults. We have a great adult conversation about a various number of subjects. And so if you feel you don't have a place, if you feel you don't have people that you can connect with, reach out. I have a community that I would love for you to come and join. And there's no cost. It's just come and hang out. We post stuff and we have conversations. And now once a month, not every Friday like we used to, Tiff and I, my wife and I will get on, and the floor will be open for you to come and have a conversation with us. And this is a way for you to be able to find an honest place to just feel comfortable. And if anybody is in the inbox is trying to pimp and do something that makes you feel uncomfortable, you just tell me. They're gone, because that's not what this is here for. You pimp on your own time. You don't pimp on the Unapologetically Keith time. We don't do that. So again, I don't know who's going to see this, and I don't know who needed this. But if you feel that the fruit has just been sour for too long, let's talk. My information's in my bio. Just go to my bio. You'll see discovery call. Set up a discovery call with me. Let's see what happens. And yes, I am a professional counselor. So yes, if to go forward professionally, I need to set something up, there's a fee. Or, let me just say this too. If your church, if you are a member of your church and your church doesn't have a mental health ministry, meaning that they don't supply the needs that you need for mental health, reach out to me. I will talk to your pastor and help set up mental health ministry. That's another thing that I do. I actually find churches that will support the mental health of their members and help pay for the very services that I offer. I got 3 churches right now, with a couple more in queue, meaning that I just have to have the meetings to sit down and talk. I have therapists and counselors who are available to help you as we build this. So I have people that I'm connected to, and I can't put them into the game unless I know there's work for them to do. So don't think you cannot be seen if you really want to be seen. That's the real key. Do you really want to do the work? Reach out. Let's talk about it. And if you're connected to a church, reach out. Give me your church information. And if you want to be anonymous because you don't want your pastor mad at you because you gave out your number, you'll be anonymous. And I will reach out to your pastor and not name you at all. But anyway, guys, look, I got to get ready to go. I got a couple hours before my next, my first session of this afternoon. So again, I want to say thank you to Tamari, Paul, Jackie for tuning in, and anybody else that's watching. Whenever you watch, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And before I go, I simply want to say this. You are in control of your life. You are the solution. And you may have been the problem. You don't have to continue to be the problem. And if you're not sure what to do, reach out. A closed mouth does not get fed. And if your mouth closes for too long, you will die and your mouth will remain closed. So while you still draw life, you still draw breath, and you're still here amongst the living, which is a blessing, let's get to work. Let's help each other. Let me help you. Because believe it or not, you're actually helping me when you do. And as I already said, I believe I owe so much. That's why I try to do more than I can. I want you to have a wonderful afternoon. I want to say thank you again to all of you. Make sure that you like this. Make sure that you share this with your community. And I'll see you on the other side. And again, if you want information for the Unapologetically Keith group, let me see. I'll try to put it. Let me see if I can put it in the. I'll try to put it in the chat. I want to do this without getting logged off. Let me see if I can get this straight. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I got it. All right. And there's just a couple of questions that you have to answer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Paul. Appreciate you, Jackie. Yes, sir. We'll see each other real soon, bro. I'm out here. I'm actually got my team doing what they're supposed to do. So they're going to start trying to be a little more active, man. Make some noise. But first I got to get them their heads right so we get in there. But I appreciate you. Keep up the great work that you're doing, Paul, Jackie. I'm going to pray for you about them legs, but I know you're going to be on top of it. Tamari, I know you have a wedding coming up. Blessings to you and the future hubby. Well, y'all already married. You just got to make it official. You mess up now, yeah. Well, if he mess up, he going to end up missing. But anyway, I just put the link to the group. If you guys are tuning in, there it is right there. The link to the Unapologetically Keith group. Just click on it. Come to the group, answer the questions. I will let you in the group, and you can just start posting and meeting some of the people there. All three of the people that you see here, Jacqueline, Paul Rodriguez, and where's Tamari? Tamari Campbell Toledo is there as well. So some of the members that you will see. And by all means, it is a very friendly place. We're not for the foolishness. We don't do all of that. And we have real intellectual conversations, even if we do not agree with each other. And if you really want to see some sparks, tell Tamari that she likes Kevin Samuels and watch what happens. Call Tamari a Kevin Samuels fan and watch, watch what happens. Say, hey, Tamari, I was told that you really like Kevin Samuels, and watch what happens. But anyway, let me get off before Tamari stab me. But anyway, guys, listen, we'd love to have you come join us in the community. Come be a part of the community. Come be a part. And if you just need support, pop in the community and just say, hey, I need a hug today. Watch the responses that you get. And real quick, if you need a spiritual community, yes, I have one of those too. Seek Your Face Bible Study Community. It's a simple place that I leave open for folks that need to be able to get closer to their faith. I occasionally, and I'm a little behind in the last week, I got to put some study stuff up. But there's the other one. I put it in the group also. That's my other community, a little smaller, but still to the point. If you need some prayer, we have a couple of pastors that are in there. We have a lot of church-going folks, a lot of believers of the Lord in there. So if you need somewhere just to come and have a conversation, or if you're connected to a church and want to deposit some information, you can do that too. We don't do a ton of promoting, but we're definitely there to support those that are members of the body of Christ, okay? So both groups, both of my communities are there. So if you want to come and get to know me and the other folks there, I would love to have you in either place. Have a wonderful day, guys. Time to go. I got work to do. God bless. I appreciate you. Please be safe.